Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today we are going to make an ocean inspired soap called Seashell Girl. Listen, I love the whole look of seashells in the hair, seashells in your room, seashells everywhere. I just love them. I love collecting them whenever I am lucky enough to go to the beach. And if you enjoy seashells and seashell hunting as much as I do, then stay tuned and keep watching because we're gonna make the cutest soap ever. Okay, let's make some soap. The fragrance oil we are using today is called Hawaiian Blast. It is from Lone Star. This is actually like the perfect summer fragrance. All of my little seashell ocean girlies are gonna love it. I'm gonna add a little bit of sodium lactate into my lye water solution and then pour my lye water solution into my oils and blend it on up. All right, now we're gonna split this off into two equal portions. One is going to be our ocean and one is going to be our sand. I do have to be careful with this first little bit because I have poured too fast and it splashed all over my table, which is not a vibe. And I'm really hyped for this soap because I have spent a copious amount of time out in the sunshine next to my pool for the last couple of days, which has put me in the absolute best mood ever. I got my kids this really cool like sea turtle water floaty, and I'm telling you, they will stay entertained for hours upon hours out there. Scrapey out my big container. Man, these containers, now listen, I love my dollar store containers. You know, I have hyped those up for years. I say they last around 3 years. Now these that I'm using right here that I got from like a kitchen supply store, I have not broken one of these yet, and I've probably had them for 5, but they do cost like 5 times as much. Okay, I'm setting one of these off to the side because we don't need it. Well, we will need it, just not right now. And on this soap, the ocean layer is first because we're gonna put seashells on top in the sand. So let us color this. I'm using a gorgeous blue blend of Shocker Blue and Blue Tide. And I'm gonna blend this in first, and then we're going to add some titanium dioxide to an accent. So we kind of have like, you know, shadows and stuff in there. This is gonna be gorgeous. Please look at that color. Let's pour some of this off now. All right, I'm gonna pour in my fragrance oil. This is my first time using this fragrance oil, but the reviews weren't scary at all, so I'm not really worried. I do expect a tiny paranormal color morph. I think it's gonna make it look slightly yellow today, and then it's not gonna look like that tomorrow. Okay, I've let that sit for about 20 seconds, and this is how much it has thickened. So there is just the tiniest bit of thickening, but nothing too bad, nothing that I can't work with. All right, I'm just going to clean off my stick blender because the next layer is not going to be blue. Right. Ugh, that is so gorgeous. Let's pour it in. Pour that straight in. I'm not leaving anything for the top. It's all going in. All right, now we're gonna pour it in. This is stunning. Really loving the way that this is turning out so far. And because it's already so thick, I can probably texture the top. Where's my spatula? Oh, there it is, okay. I was like about to throw a fit about that. Blue like my pool. Blue like the ocean. Blue, the perfect color for soap, in my opinion. Nobody asked my opinion, but that is my opinion. Let's tap this down. Yes, excellent. Gonna take this spoon, texture this top so that we have some nice big waves. I'm not doing it lightly, okay? This is a lot of texture. Some of these are really deep, and I think that is gonna make it look so good. Yes, let's let that sit up and mix up the next portion. I'm feeling very silly today. I am going to have to clean my stick blender, and let me show you what you do. You take it off of the stick blender motor and clean it with a paper towel, a rag, etc. If I ever see one of y'all clean your stick blender while it is still attached to electricity, I will ground you for 2 months. Do you understand me? Because your precious fingers should not be sticking itself anywhere near this blade while it is still plugged in. I saw someone do that the other day on TikTok, and I did send them a private DM. Did not call them out. I wasn't trying to make a scene or anything, but I did send them a private DM to be like, listen, bestie, you cannot be doing that. That is so dangerous. Also just gonna wipe down my spatula so we don't get any blue in that second layer. This is something I would normally cut out of a video, but I'm leaving it in this time because I can. La 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 la. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next layer. Into this layer, before we add anything else, we're going to add some coconut husk powder and a tiny bit of apricot seed. Not that much. It's not going to be very gritty, just a little bit. And I'm also going to add some 24 karat gold mica from my precious TKB Trading. Oh, how I love certain colors from TKB Trading. I just love them to death. TKB Trading also has really good prices, I'm just saying. Okay, let's mix this in before we add any fragrance oil, because that fragrance oil did thicken a little bit, and I'd rather make sure that I have all this lovely gold incorporated first. Excellent. Here we go. Okay. At first I thought I was gonna do 2 tones for this, but I've changed my mind. I want it to be just this way. I'm not gonna add any titanium dioxide. I'm not adding anything. That's literally perfect. I mean, it looks like beach sand. It's crazy. Well, that certainly makes it easy, doesn't it? I'll just add in the rest of this fragrance oil. Scrapey, scrapey. Out my little fragrance oil container. Let's mix this up by hand so as not to thicken things unnecessarily. Okay, this is beautiful. Let's pour it in. All right, I'm gonna start on this very corner. I don't have to break the fall because that is completely set up. Oh, come on, rats. My camera literally stopped recording. How could it? All right, that looks awesome. Scrapey, scrapey, out yet another container. Just wiggle this all around. All right, I'm going to swirl the top just a little bit. You may or may not even be able to see this, but I'd like to get the texture even across the entire top so that everybody kind of has a bar that looks the same as far as sand texture goes. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. Go around the edge here. Tap it down one more time, get all those air bubbles out. Gosh, that looks good. Okay. Let me show you the embeds because they are stunning this year. Look at all of our seashells. We looked at tons of real seashells to try and see exactly what we wanted, and we wanted a good amount of variety, and I am just thrilled to death. Okay, for this soap, because there are so many embeds, I'm going to do the little trick of making a dot in the center of each bar, just like this, so that I know exactly where to place everything. Okay, I think I have all of them marked now, so I can start adding in all those seashells randomly. I always like to mark the top and the bottom if I can, because that's gonna help me better judge exactly where I need to place them. I may end up with some that get cut, and that's okay. I would just rather be able to see exactly what I'm placing. I have some skinny seashells. I have some thick seashells. Ugh, this is going to look so good. And all the color is mixed into the melt and pour. So as you continue to use the soap, it's not going to wash away. I think my subconscious reaches for certain shapes of shells because I always end up grabbing these big ones first, which is kind of funny. Like, girl, branch out. There's so many different seashells to love. And I'm like, yeah, but these big fat ones are fun to grab. Yeah, I definitely feel like a couple of these are going to get cut a little bit, but hey, do you find broken seashells on the beach? Yes, you do. So that's just gonna make it more realistic. La la la. What is your favorite type of sea creature? Whale sharks are really having a moment. I remember liking those in high school, but they didn't really have like all the art that they have now. Like it seems like a lot of people are sharing videos of them and art is being created of them. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm so happy that one of my favorite animals, one of Lily's favorite animals is like in pop culture right now, because that means we'll be able to get art and stuff a lot easier. I love a sea anemone. I love sea turtles. I actually really like the loggerhead sea turtles. I think they're so cool. I'd love to be able to see a whale shark in real life at some point. That is one of those like fun, dreamy things that I have on my bucket list. It feels like the older I've gotten, the less realistic my bucket list has gotten. I thought as I got older, like the more realistic it would get, where I'd be like, buy, you know, something else for the property, get, you know, like a linen bedspread, like that sort of thing, where it's like affordable luxuries. But let me tell you guys, they're getting more outlandish as the years go by. I'm like, I want to go to Africa and see the Serengeti. I want to go to Morocco. I want to go to Pakistan. Like it's just getting more outrageous. It is not getting more realistic. This soap is a labor of love and I am here for it. Occasionally I get to do soaps that are just more complicated, require more of my time. This is one of them. It becomes very therapeutic for me. I really like placing embeds. That's probably why I make so many soaps with them. And yes, it is unnecessary. I understand that, but I also understand that affordable luxuries make the world go round, okay? The little something at the end of somebody's day can make or break whether or not they consider that day a good day. I know this from not only personal experience and countless amounts of emails I have gotten in customer service throughout the years, but that is also backed by science. I was shocked at how many people were really into the salt soap that I made. I got tons of requests to make more of them. So I want you to know I am actively working on that because you guys said you wanted them so much. And honestly, they're really fun to make and they feel awesome. Like Caleb was raving about them and was like, why don't we make these? They're so amazing and they feel so good on your skin. Okay, I'm just checking for the final soaps here, making sure that every single bar has 2 all the way down. See, this is how you know I'm not pregnant, because all of my embeds are perfect. And whenever I get pregnant, all of my subscribers know I will start leaving embeds off left and right. I don't know why that happens. Okay, this looks beautiful. And let me tell you, I really went back and forth on whether or not I was going to add glitter to this, and I just can't do it. The embeds are doing heavy lifting here. So what I am going to do is just for a little bit of fun texture, add some more of that apricot seed powder. It won't do anything for anyone and it'll probably wash off, but the presentation of it will look so good. And if you can't get to a beach this year, but you really wanted to, well, now you can just have a little bit of beach in your bathroom at home. I'll bring it right to your doorstep. Here you go. Now tomorrow when I turn these over, any little bits of powder will come right off of those seashells. I'm not worried about that, but it will stick on the soap itself. Gorgeous. Okay, that is it. We're gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna get my little sticky paws away so that I'm not tempted to add more to this, because I think it's just the perfect amount of everything. I will be back in 18 to 24 hours. We will finally get to cut these up. This is one of the soaps that I know I'm gonna be on pins and needles to see the inside of. So I'll see you guys in literally a second for you and 24 hours for me. Oh my goodness, look at this. Tell me it's not giving full sandy shores with the ocean vibes. I'm obsessed with this blue, and the smell the next day after like cutting is so strong. I think I placed these almost perfectly. Let's pull one out and see. Oh, yes. Look at the top. Okay, look at the top. And then look at the side. Ah, it's so good. The smell is a little bit fruity, very summery, like little bit of suntan lotion, mostly tropical fruit. I'm just absolutely loving this. We do sell sample packs now of the soaps that are included in the collection. So we have like collection-based samplers. So if you're wanting to try all of the ones that we've made this month, you could just get the Island Vibes little sample collection, or you can get full-size bars to give to all your besties. If you have the girlies in the group chat who are the Visco girls, the coconut girls, this is definitely the collection for them. See, I told you it was cute, and it smells so good. Now, I should say this fragrance, I typically will tell people like, this is really strong, or this is medium, or this is super light. This is a medium to strong fragrance. So if you enjoy a soap that may leave a bit of a scent on your skin, this is probably a pretty safe bet. Of course, if you want a very lingering scent on your skin, you should use a lotion, a perfume oil, even a sugar scrub will stay a little bit longer. Soaps are not exactly designed to leave the fragrance on your skin, but occasionally you get one that lingers, and this one is probably one of them. This will be available with the Island Vibes collection, and we have some more really, really cute ones coming up, and I can't wait to share those with you. And I have a candle making video coming up. I have a couple of surprises coming up in the summertime. I will just say launch dates for said surprises have been picked, and all the hard work has already been done, and that's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you anymore. Have an absolutely royal day. Do something fun for yourself today, like walking out on the beach and picking up seashells, or texting a friend some funny meme that you found. I don't really care what you do. Just do something for you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.